Hey, this is MXUX. I just want to talk real quickly about this right here. Uh, CFUIS. Part of the Lordstown transaction with Foxconn that is necessary to close the deal is a CFUIS approval. I've gone over this in another video. I'm just going to make a real quick video here on this. It's this Department of the Treasury. Okay, they're in charge of this. CFUIS is an interagency committee authorized to review certain transactions involving foreign investment in the United States and certain real estate transactions by foreign persons in order to determine the effect of such transactions on the national security of the United States. CFUIS operates pursuant to the Defense Production Act of 1950. And there's some other baggage here on the submission. What happens is it is formally submitted using a form to a committee, and then it goes through a approval process, which I'm going to cover now in the next section. This is an overview of CFUIS. I don't want to get in too deep on this. Let me just go over a couple things, set up this highlighter here to show you how complicated this is. Now this, I want to start by saying there's a full video on this. I'm going to put a link in the description that I've made previously on CFUIS. It's part of the defense. Look at that for the details. This is part of the Defense Act, and the idea here is this going to be needed to make tanks during wartime? This property, this plant, this factory. And that's what this evaluation really comes down to, with the macro environment being what it is. I think the U.S. is prone or biased towards supporting this joint venture because of it is a Taiwan-based company. On the other hand, the White House is involved, and they are biased towards Ford Motor Company. But I think overall that it will be approved. That would be my personal opinion, not financial advice, just as part of this case study. I believe that the harsh terms that are in the contract are a dagger hanging over the head of this CFUIS approval committee, and it makes their decision harder. In other words, if they don't approve, there's some bad things are going to happen. So that would be my personal opinion as well. I'm not an attorney or an engineer. Now, this is the CFUIS composition. I just want to give you an idea of how complex this is. These are the bureaucratic. The Department of the Treasury is the chairperson, but this is part of the deep state, okay? Department of Treasury is in charge. Department of Justice, Homeland Security, Commerce, Defense, State, Energy, Trade Representative, Science and Technology Policy. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 approvals required there. And then you get into the White House, okay? The White House has a say. OMB, Economic Advisors, Security Council, Economic Council, Homeland Security. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different departments need to approve and sign off on this sale as related to the Defense Production Act. Will this affect the production of defense items or needed items for the United States? Because there is a foreign entity buying it. Again, Han Hai is a Taiwan-based company, so I think it's going to be supported. So there's a filing process, and it was mentioned during the last earnings call at Lordstown that the CFUIS documents have been filed. And this is the timetable. Now, we don't know if this is consecutive or sequential, or do these all happen at the same time, or are they one after the other? I think they're one after the other. We got 45-day review, 45-day investigation, 15-day presidential review, as needed, as needed. So we got 90, 105 days. So we got 3 months. So it can take, according to this timetable, up to 3 months, let's say, a little over 3 months and a week, for this to go through. And this may be the wiggle room that they need for the approval when they say 30th of April, or perhaps a little bit later. I just want to say that the White House is involved in this. As we all know, the White House is very favorable towards Ford and General Motors. If there were a reason this weren't approved, that would be it. I'm saying the bias is towards approval, but that is one issue. Now, even if the asset purchase agreement between Foxconn and Lordstown is signed, this still must be approved by this CFUIS. Now, there's the timetable. They have a review period. They have an investigation, presidential review. Now, the parties can withdraw. It can be rejected, okay, by the committee, okay? And they make findings, so they'll issue a final report. So, these are the outcomes: withdrawal, rejection, or approval. Anyway, this, regardless of if the parties agree at Lordstown, this must take place. CFUIS. I have a full, other full video on this. This is MXUX. I'm signing off. This is a factor. I hope you guys get all this. Thanks for watching.